Let me read some of this chat shit. I put this shit everywhere. I'm in a mood for love. Simply because
I
you're
took
near
the
me.
pedal off on this guy.
He did what?
He said he took the pedal off on this guy.
Fuck, bitch.
Nigga, you average 7 losses a season. You took the pedal off for everybody, huh?
This nigga said we playing backyard football right now. What the fuck does that even mean?
Who said he playing backyard?
You average 7 losses a season.
Somebody tell me what that means. Like in the theory of Madden, what do you mean by you're playing backyard?
Shit stain football team. Shit
Yeah,
stain. Hitter, what's up with you?
Hitter working overnight.
Oh,
good though. Tough schedule coming up.
On a late night. On a late night.
You need a nigga with shitty dreads. That's what you need, boo. You need a white nigga with shitty dreads.
Okay. Good game, Mile House. You my boy, you definitely better than Apex. That's your lane. Stay in it. Stay in it. Dan Falk predicted this shit. His Madden game shitty. You're playing with dudes named Operator Skins. Who that? That was the dude that was on the show. Let me go back to it. His name Operator Skins. Oh my god. Stop making excuses. Get on Apex. Oh god. You playing with dudes named Operator Skins. Pause. Redskin fan. We playing backyard football right now. Right. I took the pedal off.
Yeah,
on
white
this guy.
dude, Circle Bob. He I don't know what the fuck.
We're good though. Tough shutter. Schedule coming up. You average 7 losses a season, so you taking the pedal off. Everyone, huh? Excuse me. We playing backyard football. Can you explain what this is in man terms? Laughing out loud. Oh shit, we on the popping, man. Late night situations. I got my boy Boone on, so I just straight put a real talk on without telling him nothing. Got him.
Hold on. Hey, fuck. Hold on, this is what you looking for. Hold on.
While they in the chat killing Circle Bop, man. For those that don't know who Bop is, man. He got the motherfucking Sideshow Bob hair. But he looked like motherfucking Manny Pacquiao. This nigga look like Manny.
That nigga don't know what the fuck he is.
I don't know what he is,
man,
bro.
I just gotta get a 7th seed.
Yo, he really only played for the 7th seed. Oh my god, that's sad, bro. Oh my god.
You see?
Yo, Bob.
Damn!
Hey, bro, that's spider leg. Got that shit, bro.
You sideshowed him for real.
Yo, hold on, wait. I gotta post some picture. Hold on, I gotta post some picture so y'all.
Oh, I wish y'all could see the chat right now.
Oh, so you really know this him?
Put that shit side by side. Hold on.
Hold on, boo. I'm about to post it so you can get it.
Alright, post it. I'm gonna post the rap behind it.
Here it go right there.
Oh, that's really him.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn, that same color, bro. That's crazy.
Circle by Manny Pacquiao, heavyweight division.
Oh, no.
I didn't want a button, man. What's going on, fellas? RDL, late night. You already know we ain't got no late night talkers, though. We don't got Snake with the motherfucking Quiet Storm voice. Or Hollywood ain't on this bitch with the Gerald Levert throat. Right now, though, man. Texans rebound. Didn't the Texans lose last week, but rebound this week? Or was that 2 advances ago when he had that walk-off home run? Hit it,
No, it was last week.
He broke a record
Last
on
week.
him, 99
He
yards,
won. He
30
won
seconds
last
left. He got the Jets
against the
though, 24-6. So he back in the mix right now. You got 1 game lead on him still? Okay, that matchup is coming down to y'all. Okay, in the zone, Martin was the Cardinals' go-to man, and there went over the Broncos, rewarding the team's faith in him by scoring 4 rushing touchdowns. He went bonkers in that game. Sheesh. We ain't getting a lot of pictures up here, man. It's only the Texans and the Steelers picture up here, but you know we gotta talk our talk right now. Late night. We're gonna be in clown mode real soon. I got Falky on here, Nano on here, Max Payne on here, and the great Tupac is back.
Shut up, Bob.
The great Booney is in the building right now, man. The great Booney is in the building. So I'm gonna do Hitter's job. We haven't had Hitter on in a while and shit. He been playing with those voice command shits. So we miss our boy Hitter, man. Shout out to my boy Hitter. But we great to do the top 10 RDLS, not BCS, LDS, RDLS.
Not T taking up this.
Alright, so right now, I don't know, does T still stay with the #1 spot at Raiders 10-1? They did just take their first L of the season, dropping their record to 10-1. However, they are scoring 591 points on guys right now. So let's see who got the most points scored. In order, 591 Raiders, 487 Ravens, 467 Chargers, and these Bears, man, 455. Yo, Falky, I mean, you know, the Bears haven't really been a topic since the coach got fired. But the new Bears is 10-1 right now. Now this guy got fired in the beginning of the season, so are we seeing something over here special maybe?
I'll give it a couple more weeks. I think the Bears, the old coach, might have been like 5-0 before he got fired.
Okay.
So I just got to see a little bit more before I say, oh, wait a minute.
All right.
He putting up numbers though on the low.
Yeah.
He putting up numbers. 400 yards. I've seen.
Yes, sir. All right, so they got Ravens at #2. They so it looked like they gonna jump up, but they went from 8. They dropped 2-game losing streak. They just turned it back around with a big divisional win over dirty ass Cincinnati, Ohio, and shit. Big time win. Chargers sit here. They jump back on top. They come from 4 all the way to 3, and they're gonna jump in front of the Ravens once we advance. So that'll put them really at 2. But they jumped up to the 3rd spot. So they jumped up 1 spot in the BCS. Bears dropped down to, hold on, no, I'm doing this wrong. This is my fault. I apologize, fellas. Let's go BCS records wise. All right, so again, you got 10-1 Raiders at the top. Bears are at #2. 4 is right now in the Chargers, so that means the Cowboys will be in the 3rd seed. As you can see the numbers, if you're looking at the screen, the number is right next to their team. So the Cowboys are 3, Chargers are 4. The Ravens are going to jump from 8 to 5. Colts should be over top of the Ravens, so that'll keep them probably at 4, I'm assuming. 1, 2. This is a little mixed up because we can't get it right now because we didn't advance yet. So let me look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so it looks like Raiders are 1, Bears are 2, Cowboys are 3, Chargers will be 4, Colts will be 5, Ravens should be 6. And then it's going to be Cardinals. Oh, no, the Panthers are still 8-2. Yeah, they got to play their game, too. All right, so let me get away from this BCS. Let's just go look at the divisions. This is not going to work out until we advance. Ravens, after a 2-game losing streak, they still remain on top of the division after the Browns come off a big win against the Ravens and then lose to the Bengals. 6-4. Although the Bengals are 2 games behind 500, they are not out of this race at all. Yeah, sitting 2 games behind the 2nd seed and 3 games behind the 1st seed, with still a lot of games remaining. AFC South, looking at the Colts and the Texans are battling now. Jaguars got a long shot from the outside looking in. All about playing the games or not. Colts still are 8-2, but they got a hungry Texans on their back right now, chasing the shit out of them. So 7-3 is the record over here. So the 2-man race over here. AFC East is still any man's game. Is it really? It looks like a 2-man race right now.
I think it's up to the Dolphins and the Pats.
Yeah, it's just the Dolphins and the Pats situation right now. Jets went on a losing streak when they lost their running back to a computer game played AI went out for 6 weeks, and they haven't really been the same Jets team since. But the Patriots, even though this crazy, their whole AFC is on losing streaks right now. The Patriots on a 2-game losing streak, and the Dolphins on a 1-game losing streak right now. 6-5 Dolphins, 4-6 Patriots. That's the race with the East right now. We slide over into the West, man. Anybody gotta say something about the fact that the Broncos is fighting for a 7th seed? And they've kind of, that's been their home the last couple of seasons, the 7th seed. But the fact that he mentioned the fact, oh well, we just gotta make the 7th seed. Like, is that his idea? Like, is he so defeated in the AFC West that all he cares about is playing for a 7th seed? Is that what we taking out of here?
He's been doing it since year one, man. He's been doing it. He's been doing it since year one. He just fly under the radar and ride the Raiders' coattail. But we've been hip to it.
Man, that's scary.
More people seeing it, man.
I need my Bengals to stay, even though I can't stand dirty ass Cincinnati, Ohio. I need them to step up. Let's get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of that 7th seed, man.
I think we're gonna be in trouble anyway because the AFC South is balling. I think we're gonna get 2 teams from the AFC South, the Texans and Colts. So we better tighten up.
We get 7 teams, right? So we can get 2 teams from the North, 2 teams from the West, 2 teams from the South, right?
And
one team from the one team for the East, yeah.
Gotta have one. So there you go.
Yeah,
there you
so
go.
I think the South getting 2 teams. Texans ain't, so circle back, he can bullshit if he wants.
Bullshit if you want. All right, so now T dropped 1 game. The Chargers are 2 games behind. Really, if you really think about it, it's really more like 3 games behind, unless T loses a divisional game. So you need Bop or the Chiefs to get him because they played twice already. So at this point right now, it's Raiders, Chargers.
I got 2 divisional losses. So even if T lose another game and we tie and split, he's still going to get it because he only had 1. So I need him either lose another divisional game or 2 games total. So
2 games total, right?
He's still looking comfortable right now with the
number 1 seed. The division right now. All right, that's the AFC side of things. NFC North, Bears are 10-1. The Lions is creeping back up after the quarterback change. I never thought we'd see Justin Fields not be a Lion, man. The number 2 pick in its first draft, 2021 draft class, is now out of there, and they are playing with Dustin Crum, who was the number 9 pick in the draft class, man. We had 2 top 10 quarterbacks, 3 top 10 quarterbacks moved, bro. 3.
Yeah, I was about to say Ritter
No.
was top 10.
And the 21 class, talking about the 21 class. 3, Ritter was 2nd round pick.
Oh, he was? Oh, shit.
You got 9 people in contention.
Man, that shit crazy, bro. But like, listen. So Justin Fields was the number 2 pick in the 21 draft. Trevor Lawrence was the number 5 pick in the 21 draft, and Dustin Crum was the number 9 pick in the 21 draft. All 3 of them are not in the same destination, same spot city they was drafted in. All 3 of them are somewhere else. That's crazy. First year quarterbacks all on the move right now. So anyway, the Lions are 7-3 right now. Vikings is playing really good. They're on a 2-game winning streak, 6-4 right now. At this point, the Bears do control the division with 1 loss, but Lions are 2 games behind them, and the Vikings are 3 games behind them. So we still got some games left to see how this is going to play out.
I got your back, bull.
NFC South. Tata 8-2 coming off. He's on a 7-game winning streak, coming off a big comeback win against the Ravens too. In the late fourth quarter, they came back, won that ball game. Bucks are 5-5 right now. They have 500. Coach Carter. And then the Falcons 4-6, Saints 2-8. NFC East, Cowboys are 9-1. Football team are 3 games behind them right now. Giants are still learning their team over here right now. We have a new coach over there, and Mark is still out in the fields. But the races between these 2, I mean, it's still a lot of games left at this point, but the Cowboys do have a 3-game lead. In the West, it's the Cardinals, Niners, and Seahawks. Rams are on high 8 right now, so they're on auto for the rest of the year. So it comes down to Cardinals 8-3, 49ers 6-5. And the Seahawks at 4-6. All of them still in race right now, with Boone holding the lead of that right now, man. Boone coming back in your division, man. Talk to me a little bit about your division. How you feel about them? The players you got to go up against.
All right, man. It's light work, man. I came back, man. against a tough opponent, man, and then check his team, then see he traded for an All-Star team and shit with T Black. You know what I mean? Forgot he was gonna get Metcalf and shit. But then had a new quarterback. Motherfucker had some defensive pieces, I think. So I don't know. I'm definitely checking for next time we play him. I think week 17. Then I think I dropped one to the Seahawks. I think I was up 21-0 or something like that. It was either him or D West, and ended up losing that game. So I'm gonna get back into play calling flow.
Just talk about how hard it is just to be. First of all, your work schedule picked up. I mean, you coming off a family tragedy. Off that tragedy, you come back playing again, but you kind of locked in, but not fully locked in. Work schedule change. You got a promotion, so shout out for the promotion you got. But just talk about how hard it is to get off work, hop right on the sticks and play a game after not warming up, not going to practice mode, not spending no time with your team the entire week, and just getting on and playing, and not really, with the work schedule picking up, and you not really caught up to what's going on amongst the league. Like you said, you didn't realize the 49ers made all them trades and put that type of team together. How hard is that to just hop on, play again, first game of the day, and just come in and lock into a league like ours?
Oh man, no, it's definitely tough, man, and that's not even the hard part, man. It's just scheduling, you know what I mean? Because people hit me at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and like I be so busy during the day, I can't check my chat at like 5, 6, and that's like 7 or 8. You know what I mean? Y'all time.
Right.
And then I have to respond to them and say they could play right then, because half the time I don't know when the league advance. Yeah,
no, tell you shit, man.
I take that shit down early sometimes, man. But I know I had an issue with D West, man. He hit me at like 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, man. But it's definitely tough, man. I just got to get back into it, man. Shit's slowing down now, so I should be able to get a lot back in.
Talk about your team right now, man. You beat the shit out of Circle Bop, and in the same process of that, you made a comment. I might have the only running back still on Superstar that came from the first draft class. Talk about that a little bit.
Oh man, I'm trying to build. It's crazy that nigga 99, man. I need the X factor on him. I get the X factor, man. I'm gonna be tough to beat though. You know what I mean? With Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Since we've been in real draft, bro, you've toned it down in the way you play. And you became a more traditional runner. We hear Martin's name being screamed a lot in your games, man. Just talk about that. Why is it important to be able to line up in traditional run formations and give your running back Martin the football?
Oh man, it looked like everybody running that man meta. So you know, I mean, it's tough. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's tough to throw the ball around, man.
Yeah, it is. It's getting tough.
And everybody got those cornerbacks that can run and cover. You know what I mean? So, you got to be able to run the ball if you can't run the ball. Unless you one dimensional and just run the ball all the time, man.
Pow, pow,
no
pow.
Shot at Nano.
Pew,
no shot at
pew,
Nano.
Pew.
Maybe a little shot.
Pow, pow, pow.
60 burger.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
there you
man,
go. We're going to get this boy started.
Hey, look at the division, though. Who in the lead?
We good. We
okay.
We good. We'll see week 17.
Nah.
We'll see week 17.
The NFC as a whole, Boom. Before you tragically lost your father, you was in control of the NFC. I mean, Super Bowl every year. Coming back, you're seeing a couple things change. We had a new old user, but new to the Bears. Go right to the Super Bowl and title itself Free Run Bears. You also saw the high-powered Bucks fall off into 500s and not really winning games over there and all that. And Nano's been out of the playoffs for a season. So just talk about the transition of the NFC. Is it safe to say the guys like the Cowboys are like kind of like the Seahawks, Cowboys, those type of guys are on top of the division at this point right now? I mean the conference. Is it their conference to lose?
Yeah, right now, man. Right now it is, man. Because I think anytime you take a whole season and a half off, man, you lose something, man. Because in Madden, man, people always find glitches or different plays or something, man. Now it's the double running back set. I forgot what it is that everybody fucking running.
Right.
I think, yeah, but they might have it right now, man. But I'm on the way, man. The Bears really ain't that good, man. And D West, man, his running back just a beast.
Talking about running backs, Travis Etienne, man, and the effective the running game. And why do you think the passing game is getting a little harder? Because we at the stage right now where Lamar will be 30 at the end of the year, and to me, passing wise, he's having his worst season this year. I don't know if that's signs of trying to move on from him or not, or do you think just the league as a whole got better because of the players?
League, man, the league as a whole got better, man. If you think about it, man, you don't even half the time you don't even see 3 or 4 cornerbacks on the field, man, because you got linebackers, that could run. You know what I mean? You got those hybrid linebackers that can fuck around and play safety too and cover.
Right,
So
right,
you
right.
know what I mean? I got linebackers on my team that's faster than most of my cornerbacks. You know
Now,
what I mean?
through
So
your time away from the game, you've had your four drafts. You had E Ford was a player, defensive player, rookie of the year. Right behind that, you drafted another kid, Sorry, and I don't think you actually. I don't know if you drafted him or the computer
yeah,
drafted him for you during that
I
time.
draft I drafted, then I stopped, then I couldn't play after that because we had left.
Right,
We
right.
had went on
And then right after that, you got C.J. Hicks. These are top linebackers. That was well, Eford and Exori wasn't really top tier linebackers. They were in that middle class of the linebackers, but they were really good. They were steals if you got them later than second, third round, right? But the
yeah.
fact that those linebackers, even with or without you playing games, those guys have won rookies of the year right now. Just talk about the fact that the last 3 to 4 draft classes you have gotten top tier linebackers, especially C.J. Hicks. I'm going to talk about you missed. Is it Sorry? That's his last name, Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Xavier Sorry. You missed his season, but then you come back and you get C.J. Hicks. Let's talk about now that you have Sorry. How is he? Like, what's going on with only there's only one other person in the league that really hit when he draft linebackers. That's the football team. What makes it so easy for you to pick out these linebackers and actually get really good linebackers on your team?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I just like I say all the time, and I take the Ravens mentality, man, and I look at the player, man, to see if they fit my scheme, and all of my linebackers fit my scheme. They hitters, they fast, they fly to the ball, and they got that dog in them. So that's all we look for, man, in the draft process.
So when it comes down to having these type of linebackers, because at the end of the day, Isaiah Simmons is still that alpha male amongst the group. When you look at your linebackers, you looked at Sorry, who's with 47 tackles. He has 1 tackle for loss and 1.5 sacks. How do you get all these guys on the field? When you have a Hall of Fame my player that's an outside linebacker. Is the fact that he could play with his hand in the dirt make it easier for you to get these linebackers all moving around playing for you?
Yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Because without him being able to play defensive end, I wouldn't be able to get all these guys on the field at the same time. That's why I had to kind of, I looked at a trade that Shogun sent me, man, before I forgot the linebacker, the X Factor linebacker, and I couldn't even take it, man, because I don't know, man, I'm kind of stacked at linebacker, defensive end, and I got a bunch of young guys, so.
So let's talk
Yeah.
about C.J. Hicks. C.J. Hicks was a top 5 player in the draft. I mean, he was actually the number 3 overall rated line player in the draft, so he should have won the top 10. And he didn't. And you got him somewhere around what, 15, 20, somewhere around that area.
Yeah, something like that.
Just
Yeah.
talk about like as picks went off the board and players went off the board and your pick came close. When did you realize you zeroed in on him and realized this is the steal? Especially after all the mock drafts had him going in the top 10, going 6 or 7 to either the Vikings it was or the Titans, one of the two.
Yeah, I think it was a receiver. A receiver that I wanted got taken. Then it was cornerback. So I was trying to go defense first because I had all my linebackers. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like pick the best player available. That's why I picked them, man. And if you notice, I think 3 or 4 of my cornerback, I mean not cornerbacks, but linebackers, I picked them in the first or second round. Ethan was the first rounder too.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to right now. That's exactly what I was like. You just like took it right out of my where I was going. So again, pick 22. This guy, we would say he fell. He fell from out of the top 10 to pick 22 to you. Um, let's see where Sorry went. Sorry came out. Let's see. Was this the year? You picked him before you didn't play, right?
Yeah, before I didn't play. Yeah.
All right. Now he was a second round pick 31. He got picked late in the second round. That's almost a third round pick right there. But again, he was a pretty good still at that value pick at that pick. And then I'm looking for E4. This E4, I mean, right now, 22 total tackles, 4 sacks, 3 tackles. I mean, 3 interceptions. Is his role not the same as it was from year one when you first picked him up?
Hey, so he's like the enforcer, man. Like, so he's my tackle guy, man. He's my guy that not gonna let people break tackles, and he's gonna find the football, man. My run stopper.
So what part of the scheme has him out of the guy that I just mentioned? He's down here with only 22 tackles right now. He does have 6 tackles for loss and 4 sacks along with 3 interceptions. So he is still playing good football. But the fact that if he's your tackler, what's going on scheme wise for him not to be leading the team in tackles right now?
Man, well, so he moves around a lot, man. And to put, I don't have him on the field that often, especially not in passing situations, because I'm trying to get Hicks a lot of time on the field.
Right, and then he was a first rounder as well. Jamon Efer got picked during after your Super Bowl appearance in 2023. He was picked. Your 2022 Super Bowl appearance. Actually, 2023 Super Bowl appearance, draft first round. All right, so you said you was looking for a corner and or receiver. So did the guys you were looking for go, and that's the reason why Hicks was able to go at 22. When I look at your team, right now, I'm going to go away from stats. We're going to just look at your team. Let's dig into your team for a little bit. Go to Cardinals real fast. Let me get over it to them real fast. You cleaned your roster up big time. So and in cleaning that up, you let some receivers go that was here for a nice little bit of time with you. And the fact that you wasn't able to get that receiver you wanted at 22. Now Whittington III is still here, and Albert Newkirk, DJ Matthews, and then you did get Kevin Shaw. Did you not have Kevin Shaw graded for a first round pick?
Nah, I didn't. I think I had him like second or third. I thought he was gonna slide because he was lower in the draft.
Now, would you feel as though he's a steal, considering you drafted yourself a superstar receiver at 6 foot 210 pounds, 93 speed, 93 excel?
Yeah, definitely.
What role does he play in this offense now that you down to 4 receivers? You cleaned up your receiver room, and you are down to 4 of them. Now tell me the role of these 4 receivers: Whittington, Newkirk, Matthews, and Kevin Shaw. Because we haven't seen DJ Matthews play or be any significant to your team since season 1. So talk about the 4 receivers right now and how important they are, and the reason why you still got these guys on your team.
Yeah, nah, man, they definitely important, man. We used to stick with six receivers, man, but we pretty much cut it down to 4 because we don't use all of them, right? So normally we come out 3 receiver, probably 4, and then we got dog tight ends also, so they can play receiver. But Shaw is pretty much the number 2 receiver, Whittington number 1, and then Newkirk falls out after that.
Okay, so is DJ Matthews expendable? Like you could trade him? Is he a trade piece with that 95 speed, 96 excel?
Oh yeah, he can go.
All right, and then you said you was looking at cornerbacks, and whatever happened, it wasn't a cornerback that you thought. Did you not see a cornerback that was worth going 22 for you? Because again, you went to C.J. Hicks, and you're still dealing with Brian Murphy, who is now 28 years old. Sean Wade, you got Clarence Lewis, and Chase Williams, who's very underrated, underrated corner from out of USC. Do you feel like you could get to a Super Bowl with this secondary, with these corners?
Yeah, I can, man, because they definitely have a lot of room to grow, man, and potential. So
when you talk about speed of the league right now, man, some will look at your corners and say, how do they do what they do over there? With they're not speed burners. At all. I mean, your fastest corner is 93 speed. Where you got guys 99 receivers, got 4 or 5 of them on 18 right now. How do you get these guys playing at a high level and being able to lock down on these receivers?
Man, just experience, man, from the 2 outside guys, man, Wade and Murphy. And then just trusting in those other two, man, to lock down those slots, man. And plus safety help over top. We have a lot of safety help over top, man. A lot of safety help.
All right. So and with that being said, Jalen Thompson has been here. He's 28 years old. He's a veteran of your secondary. Buda Baker and then Antonio Johnson. At 6'3", 190, this guy is a hitter. Tell me the role he plays with that 92 hit power. Tell me the role that he plays for you on his defense with Buda Baker and Jalen Thompson still around.
So man, he actually took over the strong safety spot, man, and Buda moved to the free.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much Thompson is kind of just in certain situation, big nickel, he comes in. But other than that, man, Johnson, he got the starting spot.
No doubt, no doubt. Let me ask you a question, last question before I let you off the hook with your team right now, man. How do you feel about your team, where they at right now, and getting to the playoffs and going far in the playoffs?
Oh, man. Hey, man, listen, my team's solid, man. Me getting to the Super Bowls and losing and doing this and that, man, that's all me, man. But I got a different mindset now. Like, over half, I say fucking about 25 of these users in this league is like straight trash, like ass.
God damn.
I ain't say 25%, I said 25 users.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Out of 32, 25 of them ass?
80% of the league is ass.
It might be 20, it might be 28, shit, for real. But
he's saying 85% of the league is ass.
Oh my God. He's
hey,
back.
Like,
let me ask you this. Lamar getting up there in age. Lamar and Kyler are the same age at this point right now. Yeah, right. Yeah. We'll stay there.
Stay there.
Hey, shit, first off.
I got one even better for you. We'll come back to Kyler Murray. I got one better for you. Here you go, boom. Let's talk about this. Since 85% of the league is ass, here we go. Let's get back to it. All right, we're going to start with the AFC North. Ravens.
They decent. Nah, they pretty good. Nah, y'all pretty good. The Ravens, they team good as fuck.
Browns.
That nigga ass is fuck. I don't understand. I hear motherfuckers talking about him like, yeah, the Browns did. That nigga straight trash.
Bang. Why you feel like he trash?
I don't know, man. That nigga play style is fucking garbage, man. And like I said, man, when I play him, I don't see it, man. But maybe he play other people tougher. And I know that is a thing. But I don't think he that good, man. Fucking Drusifer.
Bengals.
Is that the same Bengals? That nigga ass too. I trashed his ass too. I trashed the fuck out of him.
So is your comments off of you playing these guys, right?
Man, yeah, what I see.
All right.
Shit just ain't up to par, man.
Steelers.
Oh, that nigga butt. That nigga straight butt.
Let's go to the AFC.
Oh my fuck, go get it 1,000. That nigga.
Colts.
That nigga ass. I'm sorry, Nigel. You trash as fuck.
I'm not worried about you.
That nigga butt juice.
The new Texans.
The new Texans. I don't know. I
You
ain't
don't know nothing about them? All right.
Sure you got that dog
Snake Eyes.
For real, bro. You really gonna ask me that? I don't know why y'all brought that nigga back to the league, bro. That nigga got them a free meal.
All right. The Titans. He been there since day one, since the real draft started. He been here. You probably don't know much about him, though.
Yeah, if I don't know you, man, that nigga, yeah, he ass.
All right, AFC, Black Dolphins.
Black team got that nice. That nigga team nice, but that nigga user, that nigga ain't good at all.
Hero Burgers, Patriots.
Man, next.
Irish and Tillman, Bills.
Man, come on, don't make me do my boy Mike like that, man. That nigga goddamn stay picking the top 3.
Jets, Shoguns.
Shogun showing some promise, man. But I promise you that nigga trash as fuck.
Oh God. AFC West, Raiders, T.
T nice, man. Like I know we talk a lot of shit about T, man, but shit, before we started kind of giving him props, man, I was like, man, yeah, that nigga good. He good at what he do.
Right.
Really good at what he do.
All right, Chargers, King Falk.
You already know that nigga. Yeah, he'll go.
Sideshow, Circle Bob.
Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob.
That nigga had dreads too. He had dreads. Oh hell no. Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow. Our
man.
sideshow doing.
Oh, that nigga dog shit.
Dog shit though.
That nigga elephant shit.
Elevation. Damn. All right, so the Chiefs,
Big
man.
shit.
Young Brandon.
I don't know, man. That nigga, he ain't good, bro. Like he ain't good to me. I know people say he pretty decent, man, but I don't know.
All right, we got the new Bears. He just got here, so you're not gonna know much about him. All right, let's go with the Lions. Antonio Todd.
Wait. We just gonna slide past that? The new
I,
Bears?
I don't think he have enough games under his belt to say anything about him.
No,
really.
what happened to the old? What happened to the
Oh,
old Bears?
yeah, he got booted, bro. Talking shit again, breaking rules, and then standing on it. You know, little tough Tony shit. Fuck your rules, and then break them on purpose on broadcast while he telling me to fuck off. You know what I mean? Pretty much. All right, so Antonio Todd, you know, lag for fun. He was in your division in Game of Thrones. He's over here with the Lions right now. Lions.
He ain't trash. He ain't all bad, man. I like the way he throw that shit up to his receivers. For some reason, they can't go catch that shit. I don't know, but he ain't all bad.
All right, so the new Vikings. The new Vikings is young foe from he from around our way. He young. He playing a game for the first time. I don't know if you played him or not. To better say how you feel about his game.
Nah, I haven't played him.
All right. How about Coach DC4 for the Packers?
Man, that's the dude that be fucking labbing with people and showing people plays.
Yeah, he a YouTuber. Are you only YouTuber in the league outside of ourselves?
God. Hey, that nigga, for him to be a YouTuber, that nigga ass. Like, for real. How the fuck you show nigga plays and shit that don't work?
That's how you feel about my boy. Damn.
He show plays that don't work.
He show plays that don't work. That's how you feel. Oh my
that
God.
Nigga turned the AI all the way down when he be broadcasting. That shit not working the game, bro.
Shit don't work in the game?
Hell no.
Oh my God. All right, let's get to the NFC South. Cousin Tata back, man. 8-2. You've been playing pretty well. How you feel about Tata game?
Tata's solid, man. He don't came up a long way. For real.
No doubt. How about Corey, man? Coach Carter.
Man, that nigga right up. He ain't in the tournament that weekend?
No.
That nigga right there, boy. That nigga has had so many excuses, man.
Boy.
If he win, everything good, but he lose. Oh yeah, man. I'm tired. I'm moving.
That nigga said he back. His dog chewed his joystick up. He was playing on a broke joystick.
That shit sound like somebody. Who the fuck said that? I think it was Hero. Somebody's dog pulled the cord out the wall.
All right,
that's crazy.
We got a new Falcons user, man, Rob Woods, and right now you probably haven't played him yet, right?
Nah, I haven't played him. Old Falcons user was pretty decent though.
How about the old fight? He on here right now watching this shit. He in another league, Junkies league, holding shit down for us. The Saints, man, you got another one of them demon kids, man. Young Tank, the young boy that used to be getting 90 put up on him and shit. Kind of.
That nigga still be getting shit put up on him, man. What they say?
He got a lot better.
Is Demon Time too deep now?
I don't think Demon Time. Nah, because he's not even active right now, so I don't know what the fuck going on with Demon, man.
He's just a one-man army, huh?
T a one-man. He mother. Come on over, T. Come on over.
T trying to get bopped, man.
He trying to get bopped. He don't want sideshow on his side, bro. He don't want that. How about D West, man? Y'all boys have battles in the playoffs and regular season. How you feel about D West game right now?
Man, before I left, man, I owned that nigga. You know what I mean? But, you know, when I came back, shit, you know, he beat me, I think, in the playoffs, man. But, like I said, man, I really own that nigga. So, I don't know, man. He got to beat me again in the playoffs or something before I just, you know what I mean, give him that props like that.
All right, football team, hitter.
Well, I don't know when the last time I played him. I don't know if I played him this season, well, or not, man. But, normally, that nigga ass.
Got a new young boy, Giant. Mark, I'm not even gonna let you get up with my boy Mark. All right, Nano.
You know what I'm saying? You mean goddamn one trick pony?
One trick pony, Nano. How you feel about Nano's game, bro?
That nigga.
Is Nano bro, top 10?
No, man, we gotta give him top 10 because of the way he run the ball. But shit, me personally, his defense ain't even that good, man. His defense is fucking put players in position, as in pick a play, cover 4, and then fucking let the AI do the rest. Like, that shit crazy.
Pick a play, cover 4.
And let the AI do the rest.
Yeah, like
T little brother, young man.
You know what? That nigga really alright. That nigga, everybody else whoop that nigga ass, but for some reason I be having trouble with that nigga. I don't know, I don't know what that
It's
shit
like
is.
that though, bro. It's always that one person you match up with where he can give you a
Yeah,
problem
for
though. So
me
I
it's
can
the
understand
Chiefs.
that.
It's like I always just got a
Yeah,
fucking game with that butt bitch.
Yeah, I can
hell
see it.
yeah.
My little Achilles heel is the Colts right now. I can't wait to play this motherfucker again. Anyway, Seahawks, Hollywood Sean.
Sean, man, he ain't that good, bro. It's just I don't know what it is with him. It's the simple shit, bro. I hate simple niggas, man. And he's simple as fuck, right? Nigga throw that shit to the flats and motherfucker probably got there and wiggle a nigga to death. Like I don't know. It's that simple shit, man. But he ain't that good, bro. He definitely beatable, man.
All right, so let's go through the NFL right now. We talk about the veteran quarterbacks. Before you left out of here, we was talking about Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson as the top dual threat quarterbacks in the league right now. Do you think with age they have to change their games at all, or you think they still both are considered the top two dual threat quarterbacks? We got a lot of ready. Let's take a look at it. Let's go through speed real fast. We got a lot of dual threats at this point now. Lamar, Kyler are still on top when it comes down to speed. Justin Fields has a new destination for the Colts now, so I think you'll see a lot more of him dual threatening. De'Aaron King was a Bengal. He had a solid first season. Now he's a Jaguar. Snake went and got him. Bam Gorey is out there. The Falcons. You got Kevin Harvey out here with the Washington football team. Shador Sanders has dual threat capability, but do we call him a dual threat yet? He's yet to show us that side of him. Trey Lance. These are guys. I'm just talking about guys with speed right now. So all those names I named right now, do you feel as though Kyler Murray is still amongst that top two dual threat quarterbacks?
Yeah, man. Kyler Murray and Lamar, man, top two, man. Ain't nobody really coming past that, man.
Let's talk about them at 29 years old on their way into the big 3-0. Do you feel like while you're playing games, do you feel like you have to change some of your game style, play up with Kyler Murray? Is he still that athlete, or do you feel like he has to be more of a quarterback at this point now?
Nah, I think, man, he has to be that dual threat, man, and run the ball more because everybody want to, drop motherfuckers in the coverage. You know what I mean? They want to drop people in the 15-yard zones and shit. So it's gonna leave those openings. You know what I mean? Once they get to the edge. You know what I mean? So
what do you have to do going forward for Kyler Murray to get back to another Super Bowl?
man, listen, man. My people, man, they tell me you gotta keep it simple, stupid, right? You just gotta keep that shit simple, man. Don't be trying to draw up no elaborate fucking schemes and shit, man. Just go with what works. Run the ball and fucking play play action when you can, and throw that shit away, man. Don't make stupid mistakes, man. That's it, man. It's easy. The game really easy, man. When you think about it, man, we make that shit hard.
All right, so do you feel as though Kyler Murray, his career since 2021 as a Cardinal, as you being his coach, do you feel as though he's had be able to get that blue jacket, man, RDL Hall of Fame? Do you feel like he's capable of that? First ballot Hall of Famer or Hall of Famer?
I think he's first ballot, man.
All right, so at this point right now with the quarterbacks amongst the league, you still have Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, Lamar Jackson, and Kyler Murray is in fourth right now with the most passing yards. Quarterbacks. I'm gonna go through the top 10 real fast. You have Patrick Mahomes on top of this. Now you know Patrick Mahomes' numbers are counting more than just 2021. Trevor Lawrence is strictly from 2021. Lamar Jackson is counting before 2021, 2 years before that. Kyler Murray's 1 year before that. And then you got Garantano up here with on the list at 5. Counting at 21. Deshaun Watson got years before 21. Corey Richardson, the my player, is here. Corey Stanley, the my player. Trey Lance has been here since 21, and Marcus Holmes, the my player quarterback. The my player quarterbacks are all up here on this list right now, man. Now amongst that, just passing yards itself right now. Does that tell the tale of Kyler Murray as a passer, of him being fourth on this list?
I think it does, man. And then if you also look at it and think about it, Pat Mahomes wasn't always on the Titans, right?
Nah.
You know what I mean? Was Trevor Lawrence always on the Patriots? He probably was.
Nah, he was the Raider for the first couple seasons.
Cool. So just looking at that, man, and seeing these players bounce from team to team, I think these two players playing for the same teams and being in like the top 2 and 3 and 4, I think that says a lot, man.
All right, so when we go to touchdown passes right now. Let's see if he stays in that top. He's here too. 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't drop past 4. With 251 touchdown passes, with 62% in his career right now, averaging 226.5 yards a game right now, which is solid. But the 62%, are you more proud of him being over 60% than anything, or do you feel like the 251 touchdowns, is that around where you think he should be, considering he's a runner?
Yeah, man, that's pretty much where he should be, man.
All right, and when you look at INT, let's see where they stand at INT wise right now. Neither Kyler Murray is a top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this list. 8, and Lamar is 10th, 9 on this list. So we have INTs going on right now. Kyler Murray has thrown 186 INTs versus 251 right now. Is that a good percentage?
I would like to think so. I would like to think so. Being that 7 years in, you know what I mean. Lamar 8 years, Pat Mahomes 9. I would say that's not bad.
Let's see if he's on the list as a rusher right now. Well, not the attempts. We're gonna go through yards and rushes right now. All right, so here we go. Michael Carter, Elliott, Travis Etienne, Dobbs, Henry. I just want to see if he's in. And his Lamar's here. I think Lamar's top 10. Kyler. Can we find him on this list? Kyler. Yep. All right, Kyler Murray is within the top 20 on this list right now. As a runner, though, have we seen the best of Kyler Murray as a runner?
No, I think this season right here, man, gonna definitely be his best season running the ball. Honestly.
So right now, 66 attempts, 543 yards, 8.2 yards a carry, 5 rushing touchdowns. He averaging 49.4 yards a game. So are we going to see an increase in that? Like, do you feel as though he'll crack that 1,000-yard mark? He hasn't rushed for 1,000 yards yet in his career. Do you see him doing it before his career is over?
Yeah, he will, man. Like I said, I think this year he'll hit 1,000, man, and probably go beyond that, man. Probably have like 15 to 20 touchdowns.
Amongst the remaining quarterbacks in the league right now, do you put yourself in the top 5? And his dual threat. No. Ain't no passing. No, just quarterback. His where he is counts. That's part of his part of who he is as a quarterback. So him being a dual threat quarterback doesn't separate him from a passer. They're the same thing. So now with that, knowing that, do you feel as though he's top 5?
Well, yeah, definitely.
All right, no doubt. All right, so that was us kicking it with Boone, man. We haven't talked to Boone in a while, man. We got there caught on. So Boone, let's stay here with player career stats right now. Can I get your top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now?
Oh, top 5 right now. All right, so. Man, that shit tough. That shit tough as hell, man. Because when you talk about quarterbacks, you got to go with users, right? And then, because Trevor Lawrence, you know what I mean, he up there, but Hillberger's like I said, that nigga ass.
So let's talk about let's stay there right now. So Trevor Lawrence's career, my bad. Why the fuck did I come out of that? My bad. Let's go back to that real fast. NFL. All right, let's talk about it right now. Trevor Lawrence is second on this list, and he's only second because Patrick Mahomes has played longer than him. All right, so let's talk about 2021. All right, 2021, 48 touchdowns, 4,600 yards, 5,300 yards, 71 touchdowns in the second year. Third year, 5,000 yards, 56 touchdowns. This is all Las Vegas Raiders. 2024, he had 4,800 yards, 63 touchdowns. His last year as a Raider, he had 6,600 yards, 79 touchdowns. Right now, with I think we in what, week 12? Week 12, I think we in.
12, yeah.
New England has him now. This the first season he's been under 100 plus ratings. I mean, his ratings has been outstanding as a Raider. 115, 119, 126, 124, 108. At this point, he's 94.5. But 3,592 yards, 29 touchdowns, and this is the first time in his career he's thrown more interceptions than touchdowns since he's been a Patriot right now. How bad does that hurt him right now?
I don't think it hurt him too bad, man. Especially if you talk. I don't know if he counted he had Super Bowls.
Yeah, he's won the Super Bowl 4 out of the 6 seasons he's played.
Yeah, man. If you count that, man, I don't think it hurt him at all, honestly.
All right, so are we looking at a top 5 quarterback?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we come off for Trevor Lawrence, even as the New England Patriots second stop. Now, can I get it? Can I get your number 2, 3, 4, and 5? Are we calling Trevor Lawrence number 1 quarterback in the league right now?
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
Trevor Lawrence is
going off
number
the
1.
stats. Yeah.
Okay, so I like that. Trevor Lawrence is number 1 in the league right now. Let's go. Keep going. Who's your number 2, 3, 4, and 5 quarterback?
Oh man, fuck. Oh no, who the fuck Falk had? Goddamn.
Well, he had Justin Herbert.
Herbert.
Justin Herbert's on his second season as an Eagle. At this point, he's in free agency because the Eagles is in the fields right now, so he couldn't get his quarterback back. So we're missing a year of Justin Herbert right now. But before that, his numbers was crazy as a Charger. His 4 seasons as a Charger was really solid. But the last 2, we really don't have a real answer on him.
Yeah, so man, I definitely go Lamar.
All right, so Lamar with 29,856 yards total. He has 305 touchdowns to his 182 picks. And as a rusher, he's on this list at 1, 2, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with 7,280 yards rushing, 84 rushing touchdowns. Lamar Jackson has 81 fumbles though. Along with all those damn touchdowns and all that. So you got him number 2, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to our number 3 quarterback.
Oh man, let's see, man.
I'm gonna give you 3 names right now. How about Corey Richardson, the my player?
I don't know, man. I see, me personally, I wouldn't give it to him because he predominantly throws the ball. So if you do 100% of one thing, of course you're gonna, you know what I mean, you're gonna hit that shit sometimes.
Is that like how you feel about Nano as a runner when he be having to lead and rusher every year? You think it hurts him that that's all he does?
Yeah, man.
So
it's
that's
like,
what you're saying with the quarterback.
Yeah, man.
Corey
Like
Richardson.
everybody had gimmick plays, but like I don't know, man. Yeah, I think I don't know. I can't get that shit to Corey, man. That nigga really trash. He hasn't showed me anything.
Are you gonna even be able to find 5 quarterbacks that you would consider top 5?
Nah, cause you know I'm gonna be biased and I'm gonna throw Kyler Murray in there just because of what he can do.
There's nothing wrong with that. Are you putting him at 3?
No, I'm not putting. I put him at 4, man. But I might have to put him at 3 because I can't find a 3rd. But Garantano numbers are good too. Not to get circled by, you know what I mean. I know I'm talking shit about him, but has he had Garantano the whole time?
He's had Garantano since 2021. So let's take a look at it. 4,400 yards, 42 touchdowns, 39 picks. His second season, 4,400 yards, 34 touchdowns. He threw 38 picks. 99.3 QB rating, 88.4 in his second and third season. 4,600 yards, 40 touchdowns, 30 picks. 89.1, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 31 picks. 2025, his last year, 108.8, got his rating back up. That's the highest it's been. 4,500 yards, 40 touchdowns, 29 picks, and at this point right now he has 102.8 QB rating, 3,628 yards, 32 touchdowns, 31 picks right now. Would you consider him 4?
Nah, man, I don't think we had too many people, man. Yeah, there ain't too many people up there.
If you look through amongst the league right now, and we just go through teams and we look for steady quarterbacks right now, Corey Stanley is having 2 good seasons right now. The Bengals doesn't have a steady quarterback. Bills, no. Broncos, we didn't pitch Garantano. Browns, he just got to kill glass. Bucks, it might be Corey Richardson, bro. Right now, let's come back to that. Kyler Murray. Chargers, no. Chiefs, no. Colts, no. Cowboys, JT Daniels, 17,000 yards. Now, he wasn't a starter for the first year. I know that for a fact. But let's take a look at his numbers, man. Guy's been in the playoffs every year. As a rookie, he shared time. And then he was the starting quarterback in 23. 112.3 QB rating, 4,400 yards, 39 touchdowns, 19 picks. A hell of a season. 94.1 rating, 3,900 yards, 33 touchdowns, 27 picks. 106 rating, 4,100 yards, 42 touchdowns, 26 picks. And right now he has 110 QB rating, 2,800 yards, 22 touchdowns, 15 picks right now. He's the most steady quarterback that's been on a team that's been there from day 1 as a starter over here. So
Yeah, I think we'll probably have to throw Corey Stanley in there too, though.
Corey
You
Stanley.
know, yeah,
Corey Stanley or Corey's running
Well,
or Corey
Richardson,
Richardson.
Corey
All
Richardson.
right, so Corey Richardson's my player. So we go 4 and 5 there, or should I keep going through the league a little bit more?
I have to put Corey at 5.
Eric
Nah,
Mahone at
man, I
4.
don't know, man.
It's
It's
hard,
crazy
right?
because
It's hard to get a top 5, right?
right now, it's all well, for me, man. It's all about what have you done lately, man. And he playing like trash right now. He got like 18 touchdowns, 34 interceptions.
Who? Corey Richardson?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, we go through the league, we really can't find a. I mean, Trey Lance. You know, Trey Lance. We missed him for like the first 3 seasons because they didn't have a user over there. So he kind of like missed out. Tata got him playing at a high level. I really don't know. I done been through all the teams right now. Maybe a Kevin Harvey has been the most recent quarterback that's played. But he has 9,000. He doesn't have any 10,000 yards. He's been playing since season 2. Seahawks just got DJ Ugalele. Texas, no. Titans, nope. Vikings, none. Can we get a top 5, or are we forced to pit Garantano or maybe JT Daniels and Corey Richardson in that 3? I mean, in that 4 and 5 spot.
yeah, it might be forced, man, because a lot of the old veterans, man, are not on teams anymore because people, they got the my players and the rookies.
All right, let's go to the run game right now, man. Michael Carter, is he the best running back in the league still to this day?
Oh. Oh man, yeah. Right now, yeah.
Top 5, top 5 for sure, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. My next running back is Travis Etienne.
Yep, top 5.
Top 5. J.K. Dobbins, no. Derrick Henry, Najee Harris for the Chargers. Falk with his
Top
running back.
5. Yeah, top 5.
All right. McCaffrey, Nick Chubb, Sherman. What about this Trey Sherman kid over there for the Steelers? I know the Steelers don't win games over there, but his running back has been consistent. 5.2 yards to carry, 78 touchdowns, 8,360 yards. Can we find another running back over here? Shit. So we got Neef Buck. That's a good back to pick. There you go, right here. Neef. I mean, 7,222 yards, 6 yards to carry, 67 touchdowns. He averaged 185.2 yards.
His interceptions kind of low, and then Journey interception. I mean, no, his touchdown Journey touchdowns are better.
Right. Do you have a top 5 on here?
Yeah, we can get a top 5.
So here we go. Michael Carter, 1. Travis Etienne or Najee Harris is 2. Which one? Najee Harris or Travis Etienne?
I gotta go Travis.
Travis number 2, Harris number 3.
Yeah.
So who's our 5? Top 5. So are you looking for longevity or the hot hand in recent year or 2? Longevity over the league. Longevity and hot hands too. Like hot hands could be who would you say is the hot hands over the last 2 seasons? I definitely would put my running back up there. Javonte Williams, remember he didn't start the first 2 seasons because of my player AI. I would put him up there as hot hands now, but I like Hanif as the 4th running back. So from there, we just need one more running back. Who would you put there?
I ain't gonna lie, I like Hanif at the 5th, and then Journey as the 4.
So then Journey actually would be 5, Nefi would be 4, because what happens is we got MCA at 1, Travis Etienne at 2, Najee Harris at 3, then I will put Neef Buck at 4, and Journey. You got Journey at 5?
I think Journey should go 4, and Neef Buck at 5.
Make your argument.
Journey did more with less carries and right behind Neef Buck by what, like 100 yards, and he got 10 more touchdowns.
Yeah, okay. All right, I like that argument. I ain't mad at that argument at all. Lamar Jackson as a rusher is in front of both of them, but you got to count the years because he had 1,000 yards rushing before I got to him.
Hey, nah.
All right, so now last one. Let's do receivers. Who are your top 5 receivers in the league right now? You're gonna be surprised who I'm gonna have at number 1, but who's your top 5 receivers in the league right now?
Man. That's crazy. I think you got to go Mike Evans. I ain't saying he at number 1, but he in unless we talking about it. That shit crazy, man. We can't do receivers, bro. That shit crazy. Cause
Why can't you?
Man, it's too many dogs, man, and it's too many dogs. Cause you got Metcalf. Oh man, you got Eskridge. You got Ruggs, Smith. You got Waddle. Like all of them dogs right there.
Right.
And Falk got two of them on their team. And you
Paul
know,
got two of them with. Look at this though. 133 touchdowns from Dwayne Eskridge, 134 with Devontae Smith. How impressed are you with that? Both receivers, one already over 10,000, the other one only weighted 10,000 yards receiving, six seasons right now. Um, and they still playing at a high level. They both still playing at the same level they've been playing since they stepped into the league right now. Like I will argue, Waddle was definitely the number one receiver in the league, but the last 2 years his numbers have dropped tremendously because of the offensive scheme going down right now. So that hurts him in the last 2 seasons. He's back right now, third on the list. And record, stat wise in the season right now. But when you drop from 2,500 yards, 30 plus touchdowns every year down to 15 to 20 touchdowns and just cracking 1,200 to 1,500 yards receiving in the last season, because last year he dropped off tremendously. So I like Anthony Schwartz though, bro. I know it's Hillburgers and he got 11,000 yards on the year. He's his number one target. Everybody know he's going to him, and he stay having great seasons, bro. I'm a little confused how he only has 98 touchdowns right now. Considering the production he has had over his career. Let's take a look into him. In season 1, 77 catches, 1310, 11 touchdowns. He went to 64 catches, 1706, 14. Then he went bonkers. 93 catches, 2064, 22. That was his playoff year. Then he came back down to earth, and he did all this without a quarterback. Now he finally got a quarterback over there in Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to show you the numbers now. 86, 16, 33 in 2024. He had 17 touchdowns. Last year, 128 catches, 2,800 yards, 21 touchdowns. And then right now with Trevor Lawrence as his quarterback, he has 74 catches, 1487 and 13 on the year right now.
yeah, no, them impressive, definitely.
Top five, would you argue number one or just top five?
Just top five, man. I give him top five. I can't put number one because I look at, I don't know, man. It's tough because I know Eskridge and Smith are not the reason why Falk's winning games, because Falk probably could do that with any receiver. You know what I
Right,
mean? But
right.
I feel like you gotta be able to win some games, man. If you putting up them type of numbers.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. I like I like DK Metcalf. Definitely in this top five conversation, bro. He's made stops right now. Let's look at his stops, because he had a great 2021 year. Ignore the 20 and 19 season, but he had 90 catches, 2,231 yards, 26 touchdowns for the Seahawks. Then he got traded right after that Super Bowl run they had, where they made it to the Super Bowl and got aired. But then he got, as a New York Jet, he had 55 catches. He still had 1,000 yards, 12 double-digit touchdowns in both these seasons. Got traded back to the Seahawks, and this is where we saw him that entire season doing things that people was like, what the hell is going on? This season right here in 2025, he got back up to that status of his first year with the Seahawks. 84 catches, 2,099 yards, 20 touchdowns. This is when you couldn't leave one person on him at all, right? This is that year. But now he's on the San Francisco 49ers team. 28 catches, 784 yards, 8 touchdowns right now. Are we looking at the best receiver in the league?
Man, I think if he went on the 49ers, man, maybe. And then, I don't know, why was he traded, man? I don't know. I don't know, man. That motherfucker, he lose some points with me, man, for going to the 49ers.
No doubt, no doubt. And that's his career. Another guy that we can argue with for the number one receiver in the league is Jalen Waddle. And this is his career. 80 catches in year one, 2,400, 29 touchdowns. Followed that up with 70 catches, 2,400, 36 touchdowns. He had 106 in his third year, 2,800 yards, 40 touchdowns. Comes back 2024, 72 catches, 2,200, 25 touchdowns. And then when the offense changed into a heavier running game, 54 catches, 1,267, 15 touchdowns, and right now he had 38, 1078, and 13 touchdowns. Are we looking at the number one receiver in the league?
I don't know, man. Just because of his this season and last season, he still could kind of get up to 20 touchdowns and maybe 1,500 yards, but he took a back seat last season.
Right, right.
But yeah, overall, man, got to at least put him in the top five, man. It's hard to find a number one, man, especially when you have quarterbacks who throw the ball around to different receivers.
Right. And I think we got to give credit with the Chargers with these two guys doing what they do, considering he's doing it with two guys up here. Also, another name is Henry Ruggs. How do you feel about Henry Ruggs? 2 touchdowns away from having 100 touchdowns in his career.
Man, we already know Henry Ruggs is a dog, man. That's that dude that get behind the defense, man. You can play off coverage, he still find a way to get behind. Um, I'm not even saying that it's something that T did with him. It's just his build, man. You know Henry Ruggs gonna be that dog, no matter what. So you definitely got to put him in. I think he's definitely in the top three.
How much do you take this in consideration as a passer? Jalen Waddle has 158 career touchdowns since 2021. Devontae Smith and Eskridge came in the same year. Both of these guys, 134 and 133 touchdowns, respectively. If one receiver was getting the same targets as Jalen Waddle had, look at this. I mean, he has 420 receptions on his career. Smith has 375 and Eskridge has 443. Two receivers doing that right now. How much do you take in the role of? Can you look at them as individuals, or you got to bring them in together as a tandem?
You can look at them as individuals, man, and probably put them possibly like right behind each other. But I think it's more impressive to look at them as a tandem.
And with that being said, could one of these guys be the number one receiver in the league?
I think they could be, man. Both they complement each other though, man.
I can ask you this too: are these two guys in the top five?
Yeah, they definitely in the top five.
All right, that narrows our list down right now. Waddle's the top five, Smith's the top five, Eskridge's the top five. We got three right now. Metcalf's the top five, and you said Henry Ruggs is top five, right?
Yeah.
All right, so they get your five right there. All right, we can stay there. Now, what order you want to put them in is anyone's call. Right there, because you could look at DK and say, at times he was the number one receiver in the league. Any one of the two for the Chargers. DK at number five.
Him being traded, like first off, why would you trade DK? So
he been traded 3 times since he's been in the league.
So and sometimes something had to be wrong with him, or he wasn't producing, or something. I don't know what. Like I don't know. So DK got to be at 5. Like he'll beast, man. But I think him going to the 49ers kind of fucking lessen the stock, man, and he probably gonna die there.
Would you pick Henry Ruggs over Waddle, Smith, or Eskridge?
Nah.
Okay.
So then he'll be 4.
Yep.
All right. So would you pick Devontae Smith over Waddle?
Yeah.
So that's the argument. Would you put Eskridge over Waddle?
Matter of fact, no, I won't put the bunch. I'll put Eskridge over Waddle.
Okay, so that's the argument. Now, so you won't put Smith over Waddle, so that means you won't put Smith over Eskridge either. So we're looking at 4 Henry Ruggs, 3 Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
So who's your number one receiver, Waddle or Eskridge in the league? Do we got to break their numbers down?
Man.
We looked at Waddles already. Let's dig into Eskridge. Now I'm gonna give you a backstory of Eskridge. Eskridge was the last pick for the Chargers, 7th round, pick 1 for the Chargers. He has 4 Pro Bowl appearances. He doesn't have any awards outside of the 4 Pro Bowls. With that being said, let's go to
7th round pick only because
7th round. Yeah, because the Titans drafted his my player. So Eskridge, he's over his career, 81 catches, 18 touchdowns, year 1, 1,400 yards. Follows that up with 102 catches, 24. And remember, he came off a normal 24, 22, 35, 85, 21, 36, and 26 touchdowns, 65, 15, 40, and 17 touchdowns, 64, 16, 85, and 24 touchdowns last year. And right now he has 46 for 931 and 13 touchdowns. He's on his way to well over 1,500 yards and over 20 touchdowns at this pace he's on right now. Are those numbers better than Jalen Waddle's?
Nah, they ain't better.
Are we putting Waddle 1 and Eskridge 2?
Yeah, you gotta put Waddle 1 extra too.
Well, there's your top 5 receivers. Jalen Waddle still holds down the number 1 spot since year 1. Eskridge. No one would have thought this, but Eskridge is the number 2 receiver in the league right now. At 3, Devontae Smith. At 4, Henry Ruggs. At 5, DK Metcalf. There's your top 5 wide receivers in the league this year. Per se, our conversation is our opinion. Not saying everybody feel that way, but that's our opinion right now. One more question, Booney. Is Isaiah Simmons still the best linebacker in the league?
Oh man, hands down, hands down.
What makes you still say that?
Ah man, just the things, and I know it's a bunch of linebackers, running around doing their thing, man. But just his ability, man, to rush the passer, man, and drop back in coverage, and I don't know, man. I don't think I've seen a linebacker do what he do, man. If I have, man, shit, show me the clips.
Let's talk about this. The guys that's remaining in the league right now, Brian Mills has 75 interceptions. We call him the best defender in the league. Would you argue Isaiah Simmons is the best defensive player in the league?
Yeah, I would.
All right, Derwin James is second on this list with 70 INTs. J.C. Horn, who's been said to be the top corner in the league, with 56 INTs. Isaiah Simmons with 56 INTs as a middle linebacker. James Wiggins, the safety over there for the Seahawks, with 55. Behind that is Derek Stingley with 53. They are your top interception guys in the league right now. Again, Isaiah Simmons, 33.5 sacks, 90 tackle for losses in his career, 56 interceptions. Let's talk about touchdowns on this guy. 13 touchdowns as a defender right now. He is only one person in the league that has more touchdowns than him as a defender, and that's Brian Mills. Make a case between Brian Mills and Isaiah Simmons. All right, do you use Isaiah Simmons the entire game?
Nah, yeah.
90% of the game?
Yeah, pretty much. About
All right, so Brian Mills is used by Coach T as well right now. Make your case right now on why Isaiah Simmons is the number 1 defensive player in the league.
Hey man, I'm looking at sacks. You know what I mean? Interceptions. So that means he's doing it all, man. And I know Brian Mills got all those tackle for losses, man. But I don't know. That's just T, man. The ability of T, man. I'm just think of T had Isaiah
Can I chime
Simmons.
in on that, John, a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more impressive with Simmons because he's at the linebacker level. I think Brian Mills got more of a range coming down, being in the box for safety.
Okay.
I think a lot of them numbers are inflated just from the game, like how the game allows the safety to do certain shit. Whereas the linebacker, you kind of like, you kind of on the island.
You had a disadvantage because the game told you when it first came out, linebackers wouldn't better run around and change direction and do all the things that, and with the safety level, all you got to do is blitz your safety and use them, and then you got total control over them.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
And I'll just give you the example with like Isaiah Simmons. If somebody got a slant coming at you and then a Texas route coming at you, and you that's tough to defend.
Right.
Whereas a safety, you got more motion to spin back around and stay with the slant, but then come back to the Texas route and hold triangle and pick it off. So
right.
I got to give it to Isaiah. So I just think at the linebacker level, a lot of us don't use the linebacker no more. I was predominantly using the right linebacker. I don't anymore. So this game just the range of motion. So for Boone to still be shitting with him doing that, I think it's impressive.
All right, I agree, bro. I think it's different things, but with the safety play of and we're seeing it. We're seeing James Wiggins step into those numbers where you're seeing Brian Mills. I know Brian Mills' accolades and everything else is way more impressive. The trophy case, his trophy room is way more impressive. He does have a Super Bowl MVP under his belt. He's definitely been a big part of them winning 4 Super Bowls. And then from coming from that safety position, he almost playing him at the linebacker level for the most part, right? Would you agree that?
No, he is, but the way he could get back, like I literally see him at the butt of the D tackle, a play action, he bites up, and then he gets back 30 yards and hold triangle and pick it off.
Right. Yeah. So I like that. So there's an argument that Brian Mills and Isaiah Simmons is an argument between who's 1 or 2, right?
That's an argument, man. And I just look at Isaiah, man. He took it up the stat sheet, man. He also got a safety and 2 block kicks. You know what I mean? doing all
All
on the
right,
field.
and then we also have a comment. Linebackers also don't. This is Drew. This is Drew. Linebackers also don't get the same animations as a DB, so I gotta go with Simmons.
Man, hold on, wait. Pause. He on a real talk, but he ain't playing his game tonight.
Oh shit, hold, but definitely a close second.
Crazy.
Pause.
That shit crazy, man. He on a real
they,
talk, guy, but he can't play his game.
they don't let Drew live at all, bro. You is not living tonight. Yo, Drew, explain to me how you lost that game again against the Bengals. So
No,
I didn't watch
explain
the
why he ain't
game.
on the game right now.
I didn't watch
You
the
can listen
game,
to
bro.
the real talk in the
They said you was
paper.
trying to bomb him away, though. Let me find out. We set for tomorrow morning, ready. They said that same you came out with that same mentality against the Ravens, bombs over Bagdads, and it didn't work this time. Is that the truth?
You won't let him live, bro. That shit crazy.
DuckTales.
Who that? I'm letting him live.
You let you live right now, cuz.
DuckTales.
That motherfucker on real talk, commenting and all that, and tell his opponent tomorrow, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Going on about an hour and a half.
What's up with that? What's up with the real being on the real talk but can't play your game right now, man? What's going on with that, man? They calling you the duck tellers or the duck tellers. What's up with that? They saying you motherfucking
Duck. It's a duck world.
DuckTales. Woo! DuckTales. Woo! DuckTales. Woo! Niggas don't be letting niggas live. Off with your koofy, man. Oh my god.
Smacker, man.
Smack the koofy off his head. Hey, so my question is this. Let's look at J.C. Horn and Derek Stingley right now. Who's the number one corner in the league right now? Tackles in the league with one season in front of Derek Stingley is 357. J.C. Horn, 27 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 56 INTs on his career. He's deflected 66 passes on his stat line right now. You ready for this? 0 catches allowed. We know that's a little different with the catches, and I don't know what the hell Madden looks at to be able to count that, but he has 7 return touchdowns on this list as a corner, a true shutdown corner, number 1 corner. Has a forced fumble and 2 fumble recoveries as well. When you look at Derek Stingley right behind him, you have, where's my boy at? Sting right here. He got 293 tackles. Yeah, because I know for a fact Stingley's been beat plenty of times. He got beat bad in games, so I don't know what they count, bro. I have no idea what they count.
I thought the catches allowed was like when they're like body contact,
50-50 contact. I could see that. I think
that's what it is.
I could see that. And if that's the case, that's very impressive, bro. To not give up 1 catch when it's 50-50 contact. But again, I've seen Stingley give up 50-50s too there, so I don't know what they counting.
Okay,
I don't know what they counting at all. But 293 tackles to 357, 23 tackles for losses to 27. That's J.C. Horn wins both those categories. Stingley has no sacks on his career. J.C. Horn has 3. Stingley has 53 interceptions. Horn has 56. Stingley has played 1 season less than J.C. Horn. They both gave up. No, look how even these guys are. No catches. They both got 66 deflections on their career, and touchdowns. 1 fumble, no fumble recoveries. And Derek Stingley has ran 8 picks back to the crib versus 7 for J.C. Horn. Who's the number 1 corner in the league right now? And it ain't no way outside that, because I don't know where the hell Denzel Ward is. Do we count Denzel Ward up here with 49 INTs, 76 deflections? We know he had a couple more seasons than these guys did. But are we keeping it a 3-man race between them 3, or are we going to just go right now 2? Let's get to the bottom of this. J.C. Horn, Derek Stingley, talk about it.
I don't even think it's a debate, man.
Go ahead, make your case.
Stingley clear too, but J.C. Horn just a dog. He's just a dog, man. Like, since he stepped in the league, man. Ain't too many times he get beat, or if he do get beat, it's an animation, or
Yeah, that's
he just
how it
a
is with
dog.
Stingley.
He just different, man. He just different, and it ain't something I'm doing because he's my player. It's been said by numerous people. He's just the best in the league, man. So
So the
I
fact
like.
that we called him the best corner in the league, and I'm part of that conversation, call him the best corner in the league. Has he done anything to lose that? And has Stingley done anything to jump on top of that? I mean, we look at their
I don't
careers. I
think.
mean, JC has a Super Bowl under his belt now, and everything. So, has he? If Horn was the clear cut number one, has he lost it? Has Stingley closed
I
the
just think
gap
if you
enough
just
to
do
beat
a
it?
poll, man, and the users that play him, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at who plays him, and I don't think
So
y'all
we'll go
play.
like this. Let's ask Max. When you play the Chargers, are you stand? Are you? Or do you know JC Horn? What side? What side? Here, put it this way. What side does JC Horn play on? Is he the square
I'm not.
receiver or the circle receiver?
I'm not gonna lie. He's a circle receiver. But I fear Stingley more when the ball's in the air than Horn. And that's the honest truth. They're 1A, 1B. Like, different day of the week you might get a different answer out of me, but today I'm gonna say Stingley is 1A.
Is Boone still on here?
Yep.
JC Horn or Derek Stingley as the clear-cut number one corner in the league?
It's not even clear cut. It's just personal preference, I think, as far as
If you're looking at numbers, man, you got to go with Horn.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't
he's got a
think
year on him though.
Falk don't, screen Horn like you screen Stingley. So you know how like I scream Isaiah,
Right, right.
Know, you know what I mean? So it's like Stingley's in everybody's mind, like as
Yeah,
a
and that's a hard situation. It's like when
True,
Falk
that
said
is
that.
true.
How do you got to ask the users that play against him? I think Stingley is more of a clear cut name. That name is known, and the fact that I screamed his name, don't go there. JC Horn completely clears a whole side of the field by himself, right? And Stingley does the same thing too. I still just think JC Horn done nothing to lose the number one cornerback spot.
I also don't face Falk as much as I face you. I go against you 4 times a season, so it is like what Boone said, where Stingley is in my mind because I see you every season. I've seen Falk like 2 out of the 4 last seasons. I've seen you 4 out of the 4 last seasons. So I'm
Stingley's coach, but my thing is this: JC Horn done nothing to lose the number one spot. We've been calling him number one from the moment he stepped into the league and had that first year season. Like, if you break these guys down over the season, just look at the numbers. Just look what happens when you break these guys down over the season. In 2021, he led the league in 15 INT. That was the most that we seen out of any DB period, even with Isaiah Simmons and what's his name wilding out that year. Remember, he had 15. That was the number to beat out of corners. We'll stay with corners, right? He follows that up with 10 picks, follows that up with 13. But here's the thing, though. JC Horn was a name we all knew him in real life coming, because of the draft. Right, so most people probably started to pay attention to JC Horn when real draft started. When you start paying attention to who's coming out in the draft, then you start to see it, right? But season 1, 15 picks. Season 2, 10, 13. This drop off ain't because he's not good anymore. This drop off flat out, niggas realize who he is now. We've been screaming since season 1 he's the best corner in the league. So I think you stay away from him in 24, 25, and now 26. So 7-7 right now is what he's doing. But he completely clears one side of the field. Like, he literally can. If you could play man on one side of the field and just clear everybody else to the other side and just let him go to work one-on-one, he's not giving up too much of anything. So I agree. I still don't think he lost anything, even with the 4 season. Like this 2024, he only had 4 picks in that year. I don't know how bad that hurts him stat-wise. Like, I don't know if that's the tell-all. Is that saying that, he just wasn't getting to the ball as much, or was people not going at him that much?
Go look at Isaac Taylor story.
Right, so the emergence of the guys that was remember, because that was the year everybody was trying Isaac Taylor story that year. Remember, he started off slow. He was getting burnt at first. Remember? Right. They was trying his ass.
You can't go to the other side.
Oh, exactly.
So like, damn, what do I do? This is all I would say. Stingley's right there. Like I said, 1A, 1B. But I know, and it's not just me bigging him up, and this ain't a shot because it ain't you big up Stingler and people big him up. I've had people like literally say to me, like, yo, Horn, I don't throw his way. Yo. I don't throw his way. I see 5 and I just look somewhere else.
And I mean, I agree. I'm over there. You know, you could take Waddle out the game himself with him over there. I feel like Stingley can erase a #1 receiver as well. But like I said, I play with him all the time, and I'm just being real. I've seen him get beat. I've seen him get beat off the press and get walked by on a woo baby. I've seen him get mossed for catches before, but flat out dog. And I don't think if there's one player in the league that is better than him, it will be J.C. Horn. I don't think that margin is great though. I think that's a tight race right there.
It's a fingernail to me. That's what I'm saying. Like
J.C. Horn's still the best, but you know, I just say at the end of the day, he make them plays when it count, man. Super Bowl, to beat T, to knock him from undefeated. You know, we forgetting that pick he had when he just like, how the fuck you do that? Even T was on broadcast bitching like. We forget about these, like, ass hitter tell you, like, nigga special, man. Like, and I just haven't seen Stingley do it in big games, you know, and it ain't no shot. I just ain't seen him do it when it count, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get honest.
Right, so he had 3 in the game against T that same season you won the Super Bowl to give him his first defeat. But after that, it really haven't been. I get games where he just not even know. Like I forget he over there. Like I don't know if that's because it's the same feeling. Nobody's throwing it over there.
I don't. Stingley has no name on it. Not saying I'll throw at him, but he just don't make plays.
Right, and I've seen him get beat in a game of playing you where he get walked right the fuck by. So again, I agree with that, but then I look at the numbers and it's just like, damn, at a 17, well, your freshman year, your guy at 15, he breaks that record, 17, comes back, follows that up with 11, 8, 11, he has 6 right now. So I think he close, bro. But I do give J.C. Horn the #1 edge still in this battle right now, but I think that margin is close right now. I think Stingley has to have that big moment.
Revis and Pat Pete.
Right,
you know
right.
Like
so let's play the what if game. What if Stingley goes throughout the playoffs, dominates the playoffs, wins the Super Bowl? Can we come back to that conversation?
I think it's
because he has to have a big moment though, right? Falk, he got to have that big moment.
He gotta have that stamp play. That stamp play when you say, "Damn, Stingley the reason for that victory. Or Stingley the reason for that." He gotta have that. Horn has several of those. Right.
I agree. So I like that. #1, #2. Boone, you made an argument before that Shaun Wade is the best cornerback in the league. I call him the Richard Sherman of the league. Do I have to explain that analogy, or we kind of all understand why I'm calling him Richard Sherman of the league? With that being said, right now, you know, at one point they called Richard Sherman the best corner in the league, but that guy didn't follow nobody, stayed on his side of the field. They played that cover 3 system guy. So with Shaun Wade, would you put him in the top 5 at corners?
Who, me?
If any of us, would y'all pick Shaun Wade? Because Boone talk about him like he the best corner in the league.
I haven't really seen too much of it. I'm just be honest. I pay attention to who I play in the conference. I really don't pay too much attention to the NFC. Because you know you play them every 4 years, you know what I'm saying? So I just know like Denzel Ward, dog, Stingley, dog, the nigga T had that he traded, right, dog.
What about Trey Brown for the Cowboys, bro? We be sleeping on him like this guy.
See, I don't know too much about him.
All right, so when you don't know too much about him, you gotta let the numbers do the talking for him, right? So as a rookie, and that same season you came out.
Hold on. Not to cut you off. Now who we playing too, bro? That matters, man. Like we can't just say numbers, and then if they playing ass motherfuckers twice a year and running up stats.
I agree. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. With that being said, and that same season Horn came out, he had 10 picks as a corner, 11 picks to follow that up, 6, 8, 11, and right now he has 4 right now. I think the guy made a case and made a name for himself to be a top 5 corner in this league, bro. You're not going to find no other corners outside of the niggas names I'm talking about right now that's gonna have numbers like this at all. Now, let me ask you, what you've been saying, that is this because of his division? You had Albert twice a year donating to him, Hitter donating, and Mark donating twice a year. Like, I wish they could break down games and see who we get the picks in the games.
It's just like we said with Game of Thrones with T in the NFC North. He was playing Mike. Who was he playing?
Yeah, he's playing. Yeah,
he was running up the stats, and it's like, nothing against you. That's what you're supposed to do, but it gotta be talked about who you playing too, man. And if, for example, like this year, I had a lot of playoff games early. So like somebody like for example, will we not say my player is one of the top 3 D tackles in the league, right?
yeah, I would say number 1 D tackle in the league.
Yeah, he normally averages 10 sacks a season on average, right? He only got like 3 sacks right now because motherfuckers wasn't throwing the ball. Motherfuckers was fucking playing playoff football against me, limited possession, running the ball. So sometimes it depends on who you playing, how people playing you. That come into effect, man. And that matters, and we got to take into account for that.
With that analysis that you saying, I hope I said that word right. With that being said, I know you and me both have talked about Denzel Ward as, I'm not throwing to his side at all. Stay away from him.
Yeah. Yes. And I'm upset right now that Nano is motherfucker sitting there wasting playing zone
all game with him like he can't man anybody up right now on his latter years of his career.
Niggas a top 3 corner, if not sure. Top. I'm telling you, I've seen him.
Yeah. I've seen him take slants, drags, all types of shit away from you. And you doing everything. Nothing you doing over there. Let me get that. Stay away from me. Don't do nothing over here. I've seen it since we started Real Draft. I've seen it where the guy don't play me and I play his computer and I'm mad as fuck.
It's a better argument, and this ain't a shot at Stingley. If you said, yo, not right now, but like 2 years ago, who was better than Horn? I say Wood.
Yeah.
That's how nice he was, bro. I seen that shit.
I agree, bro. I played him twice a season, and it was he can erase your best receiver off your what's his name? It's like you got a wide open pass. His recovery speed was disrespectful. He just been like that guy, bro. Like, he's a 49er now, but let's look at his career. And I think with his numbers too, you go back like that 2021 season, he had 10 picks, and then he had 4, 8, 6, 8, 5. And again, a lot of it, because I know if I come across him, I'm scheming to find out where he at and where not to go, and I use him as a you gonna chase these routes all game long, go ahead and chase that shit. I'm doing everything else outside of going to you, and the only way I'm going to you if I'm forced there. So I've seen it, bro. Like I said, I played the computer twice and couldn't throw a fucking drag or slant on a guy. Like, I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. He's that good. I do feel like as a 49er, he does have 5 interceptions as a 49er. Imagine if he was locked up man to man. He takes at this age, his age right now, to this day still, he takes away your number 1 receiver. I definitely like him as a top 3, and you can really literally go 1, 2, or 3 with this guy. He's that good, especially if we're talking about a guy you fear that you have to stay away from. Again, and it's weird because with Stingley, bro, I don't know how many guys really play the game, because you gotta look at it like this: not too many guys you play have that type of football awareness to be like, all right, let me stay away from Stingley. Like, I just think guys don't give a fuck. Like, they don't realize it. Or like me, I'm coming into the game and I know who the fuck to stay away from, and I know who's your dog. I know who I gotta worry about. All that shit. It's not a lot of guys. If we had 10 guys playing the game, 3 of them might look at it like that, or they look at it from a real football sense and say, all right, let me stay away from this guy. Not everybody coming on. Most guys just run what they run. Would you agree with that, Falk?
Yeah. They ain't really looking at.
So they ain't really looking at. All right,
let me. Personnel.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not really looking at that type of shit. Yeah, so I like that argument though, man. With these corners, bro. Like, but I don't think J.C. Horn has done anything to knock himself out of that number 1 cornerback spot at all. So I like that. I like that argument. And I like this part of it. I think Stingley has to have a big moment when it counts, big game. And I'm talking a big game meaning big playoff win, and it has to be past divisional round, AFC Championship, Super Bowl type situation for him to be, considered. Because I think he could come back and have 13 picks. And if he don't get the big game, then he can't step. There's no way he steps in front of a J.C. Horn. So I like that argument. I like
Yeah,
that argument
like
right there.
Horn just had, and this is what I'm saying. We just played T, and Horn had 3 picks.
Yeah, that's big
So,
too.
so somebody that's undefeated that we just said, look, we're gonna lock you on McMillan, and you know, he had 3 picks in that game.
Right. Agree, man. I agree with that shit big time right there, man. All right, there we go. So you don't think Sean Wade should be compensated as a top 5 corner?
Again, I don't want to disrespect him because I'm pretty sure he's good. You know what I'm saying? I just don't pay attention to him. You know, I kind of be focused on the corners over here, man. Like, I don't really pay attention to other players.
8-3-8-2-7-1 right now. I like this is
boom miss sometimes, so it's kind of tough.
Yeah, kind of tough, right? I like this though. I like Horn at 1. I think you can go still at this point right now 1A 1B. I think the trade pitched Stingley over top of and then the season they have in this year pitched Stingley over top of Chase. Ward, Denzel Ward, and then so I got Ward at 3, and at 4 I have Brown. I don't give a fuck who he played. I got Brown there. He's been consistent double digits every year at corner. I think we would have to do a little bit more digging to see another corner that's playing at that type of level that you got to respect.
I think before the trade, Mikael Wright, how long was he in the
league? Mikael Wright was balling out before the trade. You're 100% right. Yeah, he's been in the league since Stingley been in the league. So let's go back to interceptions. And let's go find what. Let's go find it.
There might be one more person. I don't remember the list so far.
Look, so at corners, I'm gonna show you how it goes right now. Jason Horn is 1 on this list when it comes down to interceptions. Stingley's 2. Trey Brown's 3. Ward is 4. Ramsey's 5. Akuda is 6. Shaquille Griffin is 7. You got Tim Stewart with 43 picks since he's been in the league. 304 tackles, 13 tackles for loss right now. Can we talk about Tim Stewart at that 5th corner?
Kinda, yeah.
Marshawn Lattimore, he's been over there with 41 picks. You got Martin Johnson with 40 of them things for black. The next corner, Jair Alexander and Dante Jackson. Then you're going to deal with Marlon Humphreys and then Trill Williams.
So Wright's not even still up there with picks.
Then
so
we coming down. Yeah, I can't find Wright yet. So you got Carlton Davis, Brian Murphy with 36. Then it's Isaac Taylor Storer with 35.
You know, sometimes they don't show up. You might got to go to a conference.
Right. Let's go look at AFC. Lockdown corners don't get too many picks because they don't get targeted as much. I agree and disagree. I disagree because people don't care. Not a lot of people look at the game the way you looking at it. Like, all right, here go Mark Wright with 39, so he jumps in front of a lot of guys. He was missed. He got 39 picks in his career, and he has a Super Bowl MVP under his belt as well. So that means he stepped in a big moment. But let's take a look at him. The most picks he's had is 11 in one season as a rookie in 2022. He had 11, 4, 8, 10, and right now for New England he has 6. Right now, so I like Martin Johnson. It was a couple of corners I like that I saw on this list that could probably jump.
Stewart. Check Tim Stewart's stats.
Hold on, my joystick dying. Let me check Tim's real fast.
I like Tim because Tim has some good tackles and shit too. He looked like he was doing a whole lot.
All right, I'm checking Tim Stewart's right now. Bengals, interceptions.
He had about 41, I think, something like that.
Tim 43. Let's look at his career. 9, 10, 10, 8, and 6. So we going with Horn, Stingley, Ward, Brown, and who's our 5th guy? Tim has the numbers. His numbers are solid.
What's his deflections look like?
Especially tackles right now.
Yeah, I like the tackles a lot.
He doesn't really go. He had one big season of deflections. Other than that, really, not too many. 2, 3, 5, and 4. Touchdowns. He has 1 touchdown in his career. And I think Timmons is going to play better this year because he got help. At this point, he got 6 picks right now. Now he got help over there with 2 more superstar corners over there right now. So I like him, but do we like him at 5? Is he better than Martin Johnson?
I would
Mikel,
like
right?
to compare him to Martin.
You know
Maybe
what I'm saying?
Mikel might get it because of the Super Bowl automatically, kind of. Not like automatically.
I mean, he didn't just win the Super Bowl. He won the Super Bowl MVP in one of those Super Bowls.
Yes, I meant like that. I meant the MVP entitled into it. I just didn't say it. But and maybe the low picks is necessarily because lack of targets or pass breakups.
I mean, a lot of it is the way the T defense is makes his guy special the way he plays defense. But all right, so we're going with Martin right now. Martin, let's go look at his stats. Since he stepped into the league in 2022, his first year he had 3, but remember he had the 2 veterans over there, so he was playing nickel. 9, 14, 6, and 8. I'm not sure. I mean, he had that big season where he had 14 when Black only lost 2 games on a year. But I'm not sure. I don't know. I think 5 is up for grabs right now.
If it's not right, yeah, I would say up for grabs.
Yeah, 5 is up for grabs right now. All right, fellas, that's our conversation for the night. As always, late night conversations. You know what we do, how we do it, when we do it. You heard? We out of here.